We live in a world today where the church says, come to our services, come to our revivals, come to our concerts, come to our magic shows, come to Sunday school. They're saying come, and Jesus said go. Jesus said go. Take the gospel even to places like social media, even to places like our workplace. Oh, I can't talk about Jesus there. Why not? Someone is lost. They need to hear the message. I'm not telling you need to pull out the Bible and show them all these verses that tells them they're a sinner. No, I'm saying about somebody is struggling, put your hand in their shoulder maybe and tell them a little bit of good news about Jesus. Don't do it in a judgmental way. Don't do it, and if they tell you they don't want to hear it, then stop. But continue to pray for that person. Jesus told us that we need to go. Paul says, how shall they preach except they be sent? In Titus chapter 1 and verse number 3, Paul said, but hath in due times manifested his word through preaching, which is committed unto me according to the commandment of God our Savior. Paul was commanded to be a preacher, and that's what he did. He preached a message and the gospel of Jesus Christ to the Gentile nations, and even right on down to us today. Let's continue in verse 15 here of Romans chapter 10. He says, how shall they preach except they be sent? And then he quotes a verse from Isaiah chapter 52 and verse number 7. He says, how beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel of peace and bring glad tidings of good things. When I read that, I started thinking, preach the gospel of peace. Where have I seen that phrase before? There was a spot I saw that phrase before, and it's in Ephesians chapter number 6. In verse number 15, Paul is talking here about the armor of God. We just talked about that a week or two ago. And in verse 15 he said, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. There it is again, the gospel of peace. What do these two verses have in common?